What did you just say about Grassland Groove?
That it makes me cry.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually was the turning point. I was already obsessed with this game.
Yep.
Grassland Groove, emotional. That's the point where it goes from a 10 to beyond a 10.0.
Hubert, here's a video game level that puts tears down my face. That's unreal. It's like, it's not sad, it's just powerful.
Yeah.
It's emotive. It just evokes something in you in a Donkey Kong game.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong, Hubert, is a game in which you control a gorilla.
Yeah. The gorilla.
I'd say number one
Kong.
gorilla, the Kong.
Yeah.
If you haven't realized by now, we're here today to talk about Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze.
Because I just had a life-changing experience. This was like some born-again religious awakening.
Okay, sounds like you're exaggerating. What is this actually to you? What was playing this game for you?
This was easily the most fun I've had playing a video game since Mario Galaxy 2.
That was a long time ago.
That was a very long time ago. Games offer so many different emotions and so many different... We get so many different things out of them. Again, since Mario, this was a time when I could just sit back and have fun and enjoy the game without having to worry about anything else. Not having to worry about trophy score and online leaderboards and multiplayer and unlocking things. I guess you're unlocking special stages, but that's part of the natural playing through the game.
There's no EXP bars.
No leveling up, no min-maxing, just pure fun.
Yeah.
Tropical freeze, taking us back to a simpler time.
Why are we talking about this today? Why aren't we having this conversation 6 months ago when the game came out? Or a year ago?
Because I was blind. I was blind, Kyle. I was walking in a dark forest with no lights, blindfolded with a 100-pound pack strapped to my back. I just didn't know what I was doing.
What happened then?
So I was waiting. I was cautiously waiting for a reason to buy a Nintendo Wii U.
Okay. Yeah.
I had a PS4. Wii U was the next step because I feel like there is a lot of overlap with PS4 and Xbox One, a lot of third-party games. Wii U exists in its own world. You know, you're getting the Marios, the first-party games, Zeldas.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So I was waiting for the right moment to strike. I was going to wait till Black Friday of 2014. I said, we're getting there. Some games are coming out. There's a lot of backlog games,
Mario Kart,
Wonderful 101, Zombie U. And I said, Super Smash. Smash, that's a good one. Of course I'm going to get it for Smash. And then Bayonetta 2 comes out. I said, okay, I got to get it for Bayonetta 2. Not once was I thinking of that gorilla lurking in the shadows, Donkey Kong. Not once was I looking at a Wii U saying, I need to buy this system for this game.
Yeah, wasn't it just bundles?
It was the bundle, the Black Friday bundle I got was insane. It was Mario 3D World, Nintendo Land, Tropical Freeze, and Smash.
Whoa.
It was all 4 games.
That's a bundle.
In one for $330.
And you looked at those games and you said, Tropical Freeze, okay. Let me play these other games.
I was like, Mario, awesome, play that.
Yep.
Smash, this is the reason I got it. Still don't have a GameCube adapter, still haven't played. And then Donkey Kong. I had seen you around the office subtly discussing this game.
There's nothing subtle about my enthusiasm for Donkey Kong.
You were enthusiastic, but it was an enthusiasm of no one is going to listen to me, no one cares. I am just going to sit back and enjoy this masterpiece, and if you want to listen to me, good. If not,
it was that.
So be it.
Yes, it was absolutely
That's
that.
what it was. So it's like, it's Kyle just being Kyle.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm sure it's good. I loved Returns on Wii.
Yeah.
This brings it to a whole nother level.
Yes.
I am so pumped and jazzed about this game. I said, we have to do this. You said the only way we were going to do this is if I 100%ed this game.
And then you did it.
I did. It is a pleasure. It was a pleasure doing it. But I wanted to do this because, one, I'm so obsessed with this game right now, and two, just touching on that this should be a Wii U system seller, and it's not.
Yeah.
Why?
I think it's a couple of things. I think you look at a 2D platformer these days, it's perceived as something of low value. I think today, in our world of 8th gen consoles, if you're making a 2D platformer, you're making an indie game. And I think that's what it looks like to a lot of people. I think they're like, Ori and the Blind Forest looks better than this. It doesn't. But it's like that. I think that was something. Who gave it a 6? What were we just looking at?
GameSpot 6.0 because they said it was too rooted in the 90s. Why is that a problem?
It's so false.
That was the best part too, is that I played this game on my living room floor.
Awesome.
The last time I played a game on my living room floor, I was like 15 years old. Just sitting on my living room, had the lights on, smile on my face the entire time.
Yeah.
I'm just stunned that this is not a system seller. And I think from my perception too, Tropical Freeze, the vibe of it seemed like a spin-off.
I think it's a great point.
It was a weird sell. You know, I looked at Country Returns. It's like, oh, it's back.
Yes.
It's Donkey Kong is back. Here we go. The cover of the game is more classic vibe. You know, they're in the jungle. This was like an expansion pack.
Yeah, a little side story.
Yeah, a little side thing.
What if the bananas were frozen? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're right. It does seem like that's a fair point, actually.
And I could not have been any more wrong
about
this game. Let's just talk about it.
Okay.
Okay.
It's hard.
It is brutally difficult.
Yeah.
Brandon Jones himself just told me a story where he was playing 3D World with his wife. They had a blast. They immediately went from that game to Donkey Kong. They started falling off to their deaths 15, 20 times in the first couple levels, and they stopped.
Yeah.
Just like that. They're done.
You want to play Donkey Kong? Get good.
That's what I say, Brandon Jones. Yeah.
But that is, I mean, I like this game a lot more than 3D World. And, I mean, that's one of the reasons. Number 2, David Wise.
David Wise. Okay.
He was not around for Donkey Kong Returns. That game had good music. How good is David Wise? Here's a guy.
It's a joke how good he is. That's how good he is.
He was around Rare's at its prime, and then Rare, kind of, people fell out of Rare.
Yeah.
And
Rare is not Rare anymore.
Right. Yeah. Lost a lot of its people. And then I was looking at David Wise's career since like Donkey Kong 3, Country 3. It's been weird, He had to go to like some mobile games and things.
Yeah.
And
what
then
did he do before this? Like right before Tropical Freeze?
It was a mobile game. It was an iOS game.
So that's the whole vibe of the soundtrack is this return.
Yeah. It's like I'm still the best at this. All of you you're not good. Here, let me show you how to do this.
Yeah. It is. I wish we could have a hidden camera in my room when I'm playing this, as creepy as that sounds, but I am this.
Don't doubt it.
This is me by Tropical Freeze, non-stop. I die and I'm just like, dang it, go again.
But then still there's like, what I love about Donkey Kong Country as a series, it's aquatic themes. It's just, I'm in a water level now. I don't even mind because this feels like a new environment, partially because of this music.
Yeah. So we're going through. First stage. I love the first world, by the way.
Great.
First world's cozy.
Sure. You're meeting the new enemies, you're seeing their ships pull in and things like that.
Super cozy. Then you get to Grizzly Hills, as I like to call it. World of Warcraft's on Grizzly Hills.
Okay.
And Sawmill Thrill, I believe, is the first. It's like the first minecart level.
Great.
I believe, or maybe you get a minecart before. But Sawmill Thrill, that's when I heard your voice speak to me. It was Kyle Bossman in my mind saying, "Context." Really loud. Okay?
Yes.
This whole sawmill is going to hell because Donkey Kong bops something and the blade is hunting you down. Things are falling apart. as wood is going into the saw,
It becomes your platforms.
becomes the platforms, and they're falling down.
Yeah.
It's just...
It's a video game level,
Yeah.
a hardcore challenge
Yeah.
rooted in a world
Yes.
with context.
Every single stage is like that.
Yes.
And it never broke context. It was never like you are jumping on random created platforms that somebody drew in there. It is a world.
Yeah, this is either bolted or something or hanging from something up
Yeah.
here. It's either floating barrels.
Yeah.
You gotta have floating barrels.
Gotta have floating barrels. That's just that.
Barrels have their own physics.
Yeah. Donkey Kong lore.
I
The
love.
barrel lore.
I don't know why. Oh, I guess because Donkey Kong threw barrels in the arcade game. I
Mm-hmm.
guess that's why barrels are so essential.
It's a superpower.
Yeah.
The barrels.
Should we talk about the characters?
Dixie Kong, little OP.
She allows you to float.
She's a little OP.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I had to nitpick, if there was ever anything to not even be upset about, but it was unfortunate that Diddy Kong was basically useless in the game.
He's got his gun. He's got a little peanut gun.
That I never used it. Like I maybe
That's
used
on
it
you.
once.
That's on you.
Bopping on their heads or rolling into them is far more effective.
Oh, well, you stun him. You stun him with the peanut gun.
Yeah.
Advanced tactics.
Well, okay. It's the It's the least useful of all the Kongs.
Okay.
Because Cranky Kong, you can
Is a baller.
is awesome. If there are items on the spikes,
Yeah.
you can easily get down there.
Yeah.
But
Cranky Kong turns this game into better than DuckTales. Just like, oh, you like DuckTales? Well, this game's better because of Cranky Kong.
getting into a rhythm with Cranky Kong,
Yeah.
just nailing every single jump all the way to the end
Yeah.
is so satisfying.
And it's great to have him around for some weird reason.
It's really jolly.
Yeah.
Like taking Cranky Kong into a boss fight when both of you were just like this. He's got his cane.
This is what we're
ready
talking
to
about.
go.
This game has such good characterization.
They don't even say a word.
Without dialogue, they
Yeah.
communicate so much, but they
Yeah.
do speak a lot.
Yeah.
Just like,
Ooh.
yeah. Whee! Just like, him just like seeing something that confuses him and going, ooh.
Yep.
It speaks to me, Huber.
Yeah.
There's more. I've never been attached to the character of Donkey Kong until
Me too.
Returns in this game.
Yeah.
Up until then, it's like he's kind of like a cool gorilla, I guess. Here, he's kind of like a joy-loving doofus.
Yeah.
He's perfect.
Yeah.
His characterization is flawless.
I agree.
So on point.
Bopopolis.
Bob
So, okay,
Obvious.
let's talk about these K levels and
K
all
levels.
this stuff. The only time I was stressful, the only time that I was stressed out was trying to find the hidden exits and getting the Kongs. I loved the first world so much because you could really turn your brain off.
Okay.
Which was cool.
Yeah.
I just got to go through, nice easy pace, collecting everything, just enjoying the ride.
Yeah.
The difficulty ramps up, and it gets a little stressful, but
Yeah.
never in a bad, stressful way. It's always good. It's always jolly.
What I like about things like that is a meaningful reward for exploration.
Talk about meaningful.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So if you collect Kong in each of a level
Yeah.
of a world, you get a K level.
Which is the best level of that world, pretty much.
well,
Arguably.
yeah. I mean, it's going to be all in a temple. It's definitely the hardest level. It
Yeah.
is a challenge.
Yeah.
You are a demon if you can handle this.
Yeah. So 2K, Bopopolis.
Bopopolis.
The best. The entire stage you are bopping. You have to time your jump right on the enemy to fly to another one to get to another one.
You got to mix up your bops. You
Yeah.
got to do short bops. You got to do hard bops.
You gotta do little jumps, long jumps. You gotta know when to stop and know when to go.
And it's just like a flawlessly created video game level.
It's a joke.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's a weird thing that I don't mind doing over and over and over.
I'll do it 100 times. Well, it helps that the soundtrack to that level is the classic Donkey Kong theme.
Yeah.
And it's cool because it waits a while to pick up. Mm-hmm. It takes like a minute or two to get to
Escalates
the...
because there's no checkpoints in a K level.
No checkpoints.
You are just rocking this whole thing.
So I remember the first time it happened, it was like a euphoric feeling.
Yeah.
You get to a point, it's like a minute through, and you're in the zone, and it's so intense. And you get to like 7 owls in a row that you're bopping. The music just kicks in full blast.
Yeah.
The sax, the horns, they're going.
Yeah.
It is oh man.
It drives you.
It does. It gives you a burst of energy is what
Yeah.
it did. That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
I felt empowered because of the music.
I'm so pumped that you're playing this game.
I want to go back. I want to do hard mode now. I'm just going all the way. I'm going to 200% this game.
I can't wait to see that tweet. You got to take the picture of 200%.
But do you think, did you get that feeling like it's from a simpler time and that shouldn't be a mark against it?
Yeah, obviously.
Did it take you back to your childhood?
I've
Did you have visions of your childhood? Did you feel like you were 10 years old again?
I liked the Donkey Kong Country games. I feel a greater attachment to these new ones than I did any of these old ones. It's so weird.
That's what I want to talk about you. I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay.
Because you and I are always on the same page of story.
Yep.
Okay? We love it. We crave it.
Yes.
We love those type of games the most. We love a good story.
Yes.
Tropical Freeze, bare bones, minimal story.
Yep.
Not really there.
Yeah.
Okay? Why did we love it so much?
So this is where I come up to the difference between like story and scenario, story and context.
Yeah.
I love a better scenario. This game's got a great scenario.
Yeah.
You are playing as a Donkey Kong. You're playing as
Donkey Kong.
You're playing as a gorilla, and you just want bananas. You just want your island back.
Yeah, you want your island back.
That's so simple.
You're going for vengeance. It's a vengeance mission.
We don't need to hear Donkey Kong say, "I'm going to get you." We don't need any of that.
Yeah.
Reloading. We don't need any. We don't need Donkey Kong to say anything. You know, it's like we get it.
Yeah.
It's story doesn't have to be dialogue. It doesn't have to be cutscenes. It just has to be a scenario in which this game exists, and it exists here in Donkey Kong.
Yeah, you had seen the main villain only once in the very beginning, and then at the very end when you fight him, and I hated his guts. Yeah. I wanted it. I wanted my island back. I wanted vengeance.
Yeah.
He thought he was so cool with his horn and his spiked helmet, ramming at you.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? You messed with the wrong Kong, buddy.
Yeah.
You're going down.
There's no right Kong you can mess with, in fact. Don't mess with any Kongs.
Yeah.
Gosh, I love this game.
I love it. So that's just where I'm coming from. It caught me off guard. I dismissed it unfairly. Mm-hmm. And boy, was I wrong. And I just was eating my words the entire time I was playing. I said, this is one of the best games I've ever played.